Ah, good evening, everybody. Yes, you see me drinking a cup of tea tonight. Can't beat a nice cup of tea. Well, I am still alive, and apologies for not posting a video for, maybe 2, possibly 3 weeks now. But Christmas is a very busy time for me. I'm in a choir, and we get lots of concerts to do and requests to sing carols and one thing and another. So, despite the fact that you only ever see me sitting in my chair, usually drinking alcohol, I do lots of other things as well. Anyway, thank you for all your good wishes over the year, and one or two of you have been concerned that I might have been ill because I haven't posted for a week or two, but no, I'm fine. I've just been very, very busy. However, I do have a little poem for you this evening. And the topic for this week is dogs. Yes, dogs. Our faithful companions. Well, all dogs, of course, are descended from wolves, apparently, allegedly, whatever the word is. And over the last few hundred years, through selective breeding, they come in all sorts of shapes, sizes, colours, hair length, you name it. Some have short legs, some have long legs, some have no snout, some have a long snout. Amazing. It's sort of evolution speeded up a million years by selective breeding. Anyway, that's by the by. Whatever sort of dog, I think you'll find most dogs are amiable, friendly creatures. I certainly do. And we've always had dogs. I got married in 1964, and virtually the first thing that we got, after the furniture, of course, was a little dog. And we've had dogs ever since. I mean, they are amazing animals when you think of all the uses that dogs are put to these days. It's wonderful to see a shepherd working his sheep with his faithful old collie dogs. Dogs used to sniff out drugs. Their sense of smell is absolutely incredible. They're drug sniffers. They sniff out bodies in times of disaster and catastrophe. Rescue dogs. But for me, they're just good fun and nice to have around. Dogs have a lovely temperament. They don't bear grudges. They live for the day, by the day. They don't dwell on the past. I don't think they worry about the future. Might be a better world if we all acted like dogs. Couldn't be worse, could it? But anyway, back in 2004, when we lost our last dog, we bought 2 more. Yes, 2. One for me and my wife and one for my daughter. Both sisters from the same litter, but entirely different dogs in nature, in character. Our dog was a blue Cocker Spaniel roan called Bluey. Not very imaginative, but we couldn't think of a better name. And the other dog lived with my daughter up in Yorkshire, and she was called Jarvis, or Jarvie Bear, as she was usually referred to as. Well, back in 2005, my daughter moved down to Oxfordshire, and we inherited Jarvis for a prolonged period. So for about 10 weeks, we had both dogs, Bluey and Jarvie. Well, as I say, Bluey, her only aim in life was to be faithful, companionable, and well-bred. Whereas Jarvis was a different character altogether, free spirit. Jarvis had her own way of living. So she had to learn a few do's and don'ts when she came to live with us. My daughter also had a cat. He was a big ginger thing. I'm not a great cat lover. Called Marcel. To give him his full title, it was Marcel La Plume. And because he was a big cat and cats like to roam outside, we put a cat flap in the door for Marcel, ostensibly. But Jarvis thought the cat flap was also for her. But it was not quite big enough for Jarvis to get through comfortably, and in many occasions we found her wedged in the cat flap in the morning, half in, half out, and we had to rescue her. However, this is a little story about Jarvis, and it's called Don't Go Out Through the Cat Flap, Jarvis. Don't go out through the cat flap, Jarvis. I've told you before about that. If you want to go out, give a yap, wave a paw, then sit down and wait until I open the door, because the cat flap is just for the cat. And while we're at it, there's one or two more do's and don'ts if your stay with us hopes to succeed. Like, don't bark at each little noise that you hear. Don't beg for food or stick your nose in my beer. You're supposed to be an intelligent breed. Oh, by the way, Jarvie, I've one more thing to say as you romp amongst our leafy bowers. I know no dog's perfect except you know who, but when you get the urges to tiddle or poo, can you do it on the grass and not the flowers? As you bungle through life in your punk cocker way, all agree you're a real canine prat. But you're good fun to know, and so let's be fair. Don't change. We like you that way, Jarvie Bear. But remember, the cat flap is just for the cat. Well, there we are. I'd like to just say thanks to everybody for all the messages I've been getting over the year. And I'd like to wish everybody a very happy Christmas. And I know Christmas is a Christian festival and not all the world is Christian, but wouldn't it be nice if all religions could share for one day, if not more, a day of peace where all hostilities stop and we can all relax and enjoy at least one peaceful day. That would be nice. However, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, stay safe and well. Think of others less fortunate than yourselves. And whatever you do, don't lose hope. Things always tend to get better. They might get worse to start with, but they always tend eventually to get better. Right, I will see you. I'm having a Christmas off, and I will see you bright and early in the new year, 2004, with hopefully another set of poems for you to hopefully enjoy. See you soon. Bye-bye.